absolutely necessary. The system notifies him that he has defeated the level 5 Plague Clan hatchling and received 100 soul points, 2 gold coins, and the item Broken Mace, along with an additional 5 attack points. Bai Chi quickly opens his status window, knowing it would look terrible, as he still needs 900 more soul points to level up. His main goal is to escape the ululating cave as quickly and safely as possible. He picks up his Broken Mace from the ground and gets up, while the princess was desperately asking the MC to save him, promising to give him whatever he wants. At that moment, Princess Mina wakes up, asking Glory to stop begging, as the MC can't even deal with his own problems. Mina makes it clear to the MC that even his choice is not to save him, and he respects his decision. However, she advises him that in life or death situations, he should always be very careful. But she imagines that even in the face of death, he remains calm and honest, truly worthy of being the princess of the Star Kingdom. He continues walking through the cave, saying that he had his own plan from the start, but didn't want to mention it, because they wouldn't believe him if he said he would come back to save them. Hoshi, furious, asks the MC if he's trying to mock them. Mina asks her guard to stop, saying that if he has the energy to yell, he should use it to think of a way to get them out of there. The MC imagines that in the original story, even if he didn't save them, they would still find a way out, but that would make him lose many rewards and achievements related to Princess Mina, and that saving them or not will all depend on how he manages to reach the exit safely and what rewards he will receive. He knows that making allies is extremely important, but his survival is his priority. After all, the ululating cave contains many valuable secrets. He's passed through it so many times that he knows each one like the back of his hand. Therefore, if he wants to encounter as few enemies as possible, he'll have to take a certain path, where the MC will need to meet a specific character. After walking a bit through the cave, Bai Chi reaches a certain spot, approaches a large jar, and hears someone asking from inside the jar who's there, since they don't smell like a Plague Clan hatchling, asking the MC not to be afraid and to come closer, as they would explain why they were trapped inside the jar. Then, they explained that they came to the cave in search of treasure and hid in the jar to escape the monsters, but ended up stuck there and never managed to get out, begging the MC to please free them. Without thinking twice, the MC breaks the jar, freeing them. This person is Lucci, who is at level 27. He's surprised, as the MC really saved him, saying that he owes him one and that if he ever needs something, he just has to ask, and if it's within his reach, he'll gladly help. Bai Chi desperate asks Lucci for help, explaining that his friends were captured by the beasts, and he wanted to save them, but couldn't, because at his current level, it would be impossible. Lucci, observing the MC's request, says that he is brave but not very smart, and assures him that he will help and that everything will be fine because he is with him. After walking a bit, they come face to face with a monster that, upon noticing them, charges immediately. It's already an adult ogre from the Plague Clan. At level 18, Lucci blocks the monster's attack but loses some of his life and, furious, asks the monster if it was the one who imprisoned him in the jar. He drives his sword into the monster's belly, taking half its HP, saying that because he was stuck inside the jar, he almost died, but without wasting time, he delivers another blow, shouting that the one who would die would be the monster. The MC, watching Lucci, is impressed. After finishing off the monster, Lucci steps on the severed head of the Plague Clan monster, saying that he would never have dared to come there in search of treasures if he wasn't confident in his abilities. After that, they continue walking through the cave and near the cliff. The MC says he heard his friends' voices coming from there and doesn't know how much longer they will hold out, warning Lord Lucci that they need to find a way to save them as soon as possible. Lucci responds that it would be quite simple. He says this and kicks the MC, knocking him into the abyss, while stating that he had an idea and would solve it in the blink of an eye. As the MC falls, screaming, Lucci crouches near the precipice and apologizes, saying that his old habits never die and that he can never resist the temptation when he sees someone standing at the edge of a cliff. He says this laughing, but he is certain the MC could have resisted the push if he wanted to, even though he saved him. He had already realized that Baiki is a reborn. Baiki, at the bottom of the cliff, yells at Lucci, asking how he figured it out. Lucci just responds with another question, asking how he fell from such a high cliff and was still alive. The MC, with his hand on his rib and his HP extremely low, says that if he had jumped on his own, he would have certainly died, but with Lucci's push, he managed to survive. However, even though he didn't die, the MC complains about the pain from his ruptured organs. But at least he's happy, because he knows exactly what items he can find down there. The system informs him that he obtained a blood soul bottle and a fragment of a shining stone. Lucci turns and says he had heard that these reborn were strange and that, instead of kicking the MC, he should have stabbed him to make sure he was dead. He wonders how he could have made such a mistake, but since the MC was stuck down there, it's not like he has many chances of survival. And he says he'll wait there until the MC dies. The MC explains that Lucci is a cunning NPC who loves to kick players from cliff edges. However, the game has a mechanic that allows survival from falls when the person is prone, and that's the only way to access certain locations. But soon, he becomes intrigued, as the term reborn was never a mechanic present in Throne of Souls, and he wonders what the system was trying to do with that. He thinks about it, and soon takes a potion that fully restores his HP, while the system explains to him that most of the information about the reborn is blocked, and the only thing he can know at that moment is that reborn refers to those who came back from death under unknown special conditions. Baichi becomes curious about the system's explanation, and considers that it will definitely be something very important he will have to discover in the future, as everyone he had encountered so far was not happy to learn that he was a reborn. He then decides it would be better to hide it from that moment on. Using his shining stone to light the way, he figures he'll have to put that aside because, even if the plague beasts weren't down there, the terrain is very rugged. He needs to gather his energies, because the real danger was just beginning. He says this as he stands before the secret area of the Howling Cave, Lost Ruins, whose level is unknown. Baichi also explains that Throne of Souls is an open-world action-adventure game. The game's plot is divided into various side quests, making players need to find clues from different NPCs, monsters, bosses, ruins, and places to uncover the world's truths. And, since he is a player who had already finished the game, it was obvious that he knew everything about it. In the heart of that world, past Wallow, there is a crystal called the Soul of the World, where all races lived in harmony under the crystal's protection and energy. Until one day, an alien spaceship called the Unmanned Advanced Spacecraft crashed.
God.
Did you clear? Did you? No.
Yo.
Did you clear?
Good shit, Tachi.
My fucking goat!
Good
My goat! I love you,
shit.
Tachi. I'm going into main shot and planting
Good
Tachi.
shit, Tachi.
Today,
How many hours total? How many hours? How many hours total?
Okay, Tachi, I need you to go into main shot right now. Tachi is my carry. Okay. Oh my fucking god, Tachi. Oh, I'm gonna not